dancing and stuff, and the bluegrass thing, dancing with it, would educate a lot of people and probably help them out a lot of making something. Because he figured maybe the age at his end, someday that he might be gone, you know, die of old age and be gone, and he'd want somebody to take this dancing up, you know, like he was doing, and have some way to make it and things of that nature. But many people didn't kindly take him too serious. Some did and some didn't. And the ones that did still talks about him and misses him a great deal, because he was a good dancer and a storyteller. And I'm the oldest son of my father, and he learned me how to tap things. I guess I couldn't remember how old, but I know I was pretty young at the time. And I always afraid that if I started dancing, I was going to fall backwards, you know, and hurt myself. He said, no, that's just the way you think in your mind. And Phil, he said, you won't fall backwards. He said, you just do what I tell you and watch my feet, and you can dance like I can. And he was trying to learn me, and the first thing he taught me was a flat foot dance, how to make my steps and move my feet. Well, we had to go over it quite a few times before I really got to do it like him. And ever since that, I've been dancing. And the ideal of it, when you first start to tap dance, you got to really be interested in it and get it in your mind wanting to do it. And I've seen how people like him, and I wanted to do it too. And the way he showed me to do it was he tucked his heel down first, then his toe, like that. Then he kind of tucked his foot, the whole foot down like this, like a flat foot. Then he put that toe and heel together with the middle part of his foot and it come out as a tap. And he told me it was called flat foot dancing to start out with. And that's what he actually started me out with, was the flat foot dance.
Okay, the first time I met D. Ray White, he was 21 years old. And we dated and went together about 3 years when we got married. When I met D. Ray, he was a dancer, playing music everywhere. But I never did try to stop him from playing music and stuff, what he wanted to do in his life, because he told me one day, he said, Bertie, I go out and dance. When I go out and dance, I'm making money to bring back to the family. And he did. He would come back with a pocketbook full of money. Every time he went out, he would come back with a pocketbook full of money and give it to me to buy food and stuff for the family and stuff to help us out. And he never did bother nobody. He was an honest man. He kept his bills paid up to the date. I don't guess anybody owed a penny when he died and left this world. I was just at the Hawkins Jewelry store the other day, and the woman said, are you Miss White? I said, yeah. She said, I tell you, I have missed your husband worse than anything in the world. She said, that was an honest man I ever met in my life. She said, he'd come through the store skipping, hitting her leg through in the floor. She said, I'd look for that every month. I said, he was an honest and good man. Said, you can go anywhere in this town and ask about that man. He was a good man. I remember when I lived at twilight, he would get up before daylight and get a broom. The old people lived around. He'd go sweep their porches and their steps off, keeping them sliding and getting hurt. And they all missed him too. And we'd go through the Madison, everybody down there would be hollering, hello, D. Ray, hello. Well, he'd go through the courthouse, people say, hit me a lick, Don. He would burn the floor up front. He put in all kinds of shows down at the Civic Center in Madison. Several times. Big crowds gather around, it'd be packed.
I'm Waddy Green, and Jesco is the only tap dancer I know, and even the best one I guess I've ever met up with. Back some few years ago, I'd say as far back as 50 years ago, I have a brother that's passed on. He was a wonderful tap dancer, and he taught Jesco's daddy, which is Don Ray, to tap dance. And then Don Ray, he taught all of his children to tap dance. But as far as I can see, Jesco is the one that learned the most in tap dancing. The rest of them just hits a few licks now and then and leaves it go at that. Yes, he tries to make a thing of it.
Otherwise me and my sister and her boyfriend, a cousin of mine, another girl named Lenny Mae, they came home one late Saturday night. I was sleeping on the couch. She said, get up. Said, we'll give you a bottle of Miller's beer if you go with us. I said, where in the world are we going? She said, well, I'm going to go look for Randy. That's her boyfriend. And I said, Lord, I'm dying for a beer anyway. That's when I'm drunk, before I quit drinking. And I said, let's go. That Miller sounded good to me because I was crying out anyway, man. I took the beer and we all took off hitchhiking and made a little trip to Racine right up here, West Virginia. And he lived over a hill there, and there's a shit house. And we went down there and he said if we ever come there, knock on his bedroom window. So she went up to his window and knocked. She said, Randy, he said, get up. She said, it's Bo. He said, get up, man, we'll come to get you. We got a little bit of beer and stuff to drink. And I said, we want to go and find more. I said, we're going to go get a buzz and go back home and, you know. It's on the weekend was out looking for a party. And she wanted to be with him anyway because he was her boyfriend. So we pick him up and he gets ready. He says, wait to get my jacket and shoes. And he gets out and starts hitchhiking with us. All right, and my sister, Bo, knows Norma all this time. But I never knowed Norma before in my life till, I met her. So we take off hitchhiking. We started to cuss and cars pass up. And I said, that's a sight. There goes a man all by himself. And that picked up truck, he's got room in the back to pick us up. And I said, man, it's sight people's that way. You get a little bit mad about it, but we just kept on hitchhiking and going on, walking and thumbing like we was going. And here came Norma. And she was in a 68 Pontiac green, and Bo hollers like this, hey Norma. So this is Bo, man, stop, give us a ride. Like that was flagging. So we all take off like somebody jogging for exercise. Get in the car, they hop in the back, and here I hop up front. And my cousin Lenny, she got in with me and got on the passenger side of the door. We all got in the car, and Norma said, where you going, Bo? She said, well, we out trying to get a buzz, man, looking for a party. He said, what you into? She said, well, I'm getting ready to go out on the hill here to, I forget if it's a wedding or some kind of business she had on the hill, party or something going on. And she had this real pretty, looked like glitter or something in her clothes that she was wearing. It was real beautiful. And to me, I thought she was a rich woman because she had this pretty looking clothes on. And she wore glasses at the time. I didn't realize that Bo knowed her. But sure enough, she did. We all got to talking, and I told Norma, I said, I think I'm falling in love with you. And she said, well, I think that's nice. She thought I was talking about the girl sitting beside of me that she picked up with us. But I was really talking about her. And she thought I was talking about Lenny Mae, my cousin. I said, no, honey, I'm talking about you. I said, can you see without your glasses? She said, well, sure. And she took her glasses off. I kissed her. But since we was criminals and all, we was out really. I was out to rob her and take her car away from her. But I fell in love with her, with the lady, and got away with none. Like that song Johnny Cash sang. I was out to steal her money and rings and run, fell in love with the lady, and got away with none. Well, that's eventually what I had in my mind. That's really how me and Norma met. My intentions was to rob her, but I found love with her and didn't get to. We've been together ever since.